Hey everybody, happy Friday!
Hi adventurers!
So I'm Sophie, Marketing and Communication Coordinator at Become Studios. It's good to see you guys.
And I'm Felix, Game Designer and Developer at Become Studios.
So if you don't know who we are, we're the team behind Tales from Candlekeep, Tomb of Annihilation, the PC adaptation of the Tomb of Annihilation board game. So how are you doing today, Felix? It's good to be here.
Yeah, I'm doing great. It's Friday, it's sunny outside. Finally, summer is coming to Quebec.
Finally.
And we have some cool content to play. We have some awesome not so minis to face off against.
Yes.
Again, not too sure about. So that's the Juggernaut, right?
Yep, so today that's the quest we're gonna be doing, guys. So we're gonna venture into the tomb and fight off the Juggernaut in Tales from Candlekeep. And I guess we'll let you guys decide what difficulty we're gonna do with which characters. So let's go ahead, jump into the game screen here, and here we go. So the Juggernaut, it's one of the latest quests that you can do in the game. Of course, we will not go beyond that, so not to give you any hints on what's happening. And by the way, I have continued the Tomb of Annihilation board game from the adventure system. So I do a lot of Tomb of Annihilation.
Board game or the campaign?
Right, the board game.
Okay.
So I play the board game, Tomb of Annihilation, and I have a D&D campaign with Tomb of Annihilation and this. So like I say, I do a lot of Tomb of Annihilation stuff as of late, and we did get pretty far. So we got Rasni C down last time, and going, well, we have just a couple quests to do, and it's getting very interesting. So yeah, that's him right here. Well,
yeah, I was wondering, that's the one from the background, right?
Let's see, we don't see his head, but there he is. Ras is watching the live stream with us today. All right, here we go.
So hi everybody in chat, you can say hi.
Yeah.
Just to make sure that we are
up and running. Let's go.
Visible and audible.
Yep, let me just get a confirmation here from you guys. And all right. Oh, I'm sorry. I just keep bumping the webcam back. Here goes. Here goes. All right. Okay.
So, is it confirmed? Can I go back into the game now?
Yeah. Yep. Here we go.
Oh, okay.
All right. Hi guys. All right. I just had to refresh chat because it was not going up for some reason. Okay. So good to see you. All right. So hey, we have Neo. We have Sid. Good to see you guys. So do you want to go and read the little quick?
Sure. So. After the party walked through the misty arches, you were teleported deeper in the Tomb of the Nine Gods. Looking around, you noticed that the only possible way is forward, but something is amiss. Something tells you that you should tread softly.
Oh.
So, hi.
Aquilon,
probably
from
Quebec, yeah. So, hi everybody. Thanks for joining us. It's always nice to have people. And thanks to Kate and Nathan, or Mrs. Swag and Mr. Kate, from the fireside chat before us. That was some really interesting discussion and cool previews of the Stream of Many Eyes that is coming soon.
I don't know if you agree with me, Felix, but it's always interesting to just stream after these guys. They have so many things, so many spoilers, and here we are. We don't want it to end, and then we take over, but it's great. Nathan will come back, Kate will be back as well, and I'm excited about the Stream of Many Eyes also coming up. I don't know if we have anybody in the chat that's going to be going there and watching it live. I would love to go, but it's so far from Quebec City, so... Yeah,
flying across the continent to get to California is pretty... is California or Seattle?
Yeah, it's down in California, I believe,
California.
right?
Okay.
You guys can confirm, but if we go there for some other events, you know, sometimes we go down for other trade shows. If we were there for something else, we probably would have taken the opportunity to go see that as well. But it's not my case, not me personally, so...
Yeah.
It's like crossing a whole continent. Yeah, pretty much.
Yes.
Pretty much.
So I'm going to try, since we're going to be facing the Juggernaut. Yeah, I'm kind of...
Sorry, I'm good. Yeah, there you go.
Okay. So I will
here,
choose...
so we can see you like wondering and pondering your strategy.
So I think jump is pretty solid, and lightning reflexes can give me an extra attack. So that's good. Twisting strike. We never used the other one, so I want to...
Variety is good.
Maybe see, so a +10 to hit. And one adjacent monster. Okay, but I gain disadvantage. Hit or miss. And then I can hit a lot of monsters. Let's try lightning arrow.
So we have somebody says hearts to Quebec City. Have you ever been around here, Sid Max? We had some clients, well, some partners and clients that were in the studio this week for various reasons, and the team went on a tour of Quebec City, you know, a tour bus, go and see the city around. And it's great because we have people, even ourselves, we don't go and visit the city all that much. So going on these tours, we get to discover where we live sometimes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I'm a bad citizen of Quebec. I've never been to the Carnaval, the
same.
Winter Carnaval, I've been here for 15-ish years, and I've never been. So I'm
Yeah.
a bad Quebec City.
There has to be places in your own
Citizen.
areas that you guys haven't seen, that tourists probably have seen more than you have.
Yeah, well, sometimes it's kind of touristy, so you don't really tend to go there. You're gonna go to your usual places and stuff, and then you just end up like, no, I've never seen that, or the snowboard jamboree, or I've been to a music show though. In the
So,
snowboard jamboree.
hey, if the jungles of Schult were, were real, like a touristic, I don't know, road trip, you could go in the jungle, see dinosaurs, would you go?
If I would,
Yes, would you?
sure, but I'd probably try to build sort of some kind of a shark cage on a jeep or something, and then just drive through and hope not to get like swiped at by terrafolk and.
You would have to gear up, get ready,
Yeah,
bring on the team, and I don't know.
You-
That would be a scary road trip, but it would be
Yeah,
a
like-
lot different from home.
Extreme LARPing. So you just like actual monsters,
Yes.
real weapons.
All right, so we're looking at
Okay.
Dragon Bait.
So full team on horrific. Am I gonna be able to get through that?
Oh yeah, I'm sure. It'll be
Okay.
fun.
So well. Okay, let's Hypnotic Pattern and Impressive Blade Work. Yes, let's go with that one. Okay. So some stuff that I've never seen before, or not really seen. So Call Lightning's awesome.
I like Kawasha. He's just so cool.
Okay, so let's go with this.
Let's do it.
And yes, Old Quebec is really nice, and it gives you that feeling of, well, tiny streets and buildings that are literally on the street, where some places, if you're walking on the sidewalk and somebody goes out of their house, you get smacked in the face with the door because they're one step to get out of their house that's on the sidewalk. So
yes.
it's kind of cramped, but it's a nice atmosphere and a nice place. So, okay, so Iku's telling me that the statue seems out of place. I suggest you explore to find your way to the next level of the tomb before any of Sararak's traps
And
are
we have
tripped.
it right here, just standing there next to where the party starts. So
Ooh.
here we go, roll for initiative, and we're like, yeah, the statue's a bit out of place. I don't know, it's not too legit, so we'll be careful.
And now New Gambit is talking about Cholt zipline tours.
Oh yeah.
What could go wrong?
Oh yeah, I know.
And also, speaking of the minis, they're really gorgeous and really intricate. You're probably not going to see all the details, but they
They're
have
awesome.
some really great like detail work on them. We have the painted one because we got the deluxe edition,
Yeah.
but even the standard one, it probably has all the details and everything, and it's really cool.
Having those for your campaign is fantastic. They're just awesome.
So I will start by exploring 2 tiles, so that's pretty easy.
Right.
And I found a big puzzle
Oh,
tile.
all right.
Nice. Okay, I'll try to not embarrass myself by solving the puzzle.
They can be tricky.
So we're in explorer mode today, right? I'm
Yes.
not pressured to...
Nope.
Okay.
Yep. That should be the one we have.
So if I look at the pattern, so there's a football. There's the that thing, kind of like 2 owls on triangles. So
And
like
if you
little
rotate
eyes,
it, yep.
and then you have that one pattern. Okay, so that one's missing the big pattern. Those 3 are plausible, but the eyes from this one,
Which one do you think it is, guys?
So I like this over here is 1, all the way to 4 over here.
Because you only get one chance at getting this puzzle right. If you do, then you can get the treasures.
Right now I'm getting either that's probably gonna be 4, I think, because the third one seems like it's missing some of the pointy bits from the right side like pictogram.
Let's try it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see 3.
So let's try this one.
All right, so that was not correct.
Was it?
Let's see. Nope.
So, that's a disappointment.
So it may have been. You're thinking
probably.
4 as well. So 3 or 4 were like quite similar. I'm not sure which one it could have been.
Okay, well I'll keep.
Let's say it was
then.
probably 3. But
I found.
We'll find more.
Okay, the stone juggernaut comes alive.
All right, so here he goes.
And he's revving his engine.
This cannot be good. Run!
Somebody rolled a d4 in chat. That probably would have been even just as good as my guess. So now I have to find and collect the skeleton key. So I'm probably going to keep the party together.
That'd be nice.
And
look at how much HP he has. On
yeah, 91 hit points.
91.
And 15 armor class. So I'm starting with a big disadvantage. But, okay, let's see. If I go explore over here, and I find the challenging tile with... Oh, I rolled a 20. So that's going to be good. Adrenaline rush. For everybody. So... Okay, Kupalo is being reckless.
Kupalo is going to be like, don't worry guys, I got this covered.
So,
come closer just a little bit. Yeah,
I'm still in the frame?
Yes.
Okay. I'm leaning forward, trying to figure out my strategy.
So, yeah.
Okay, so I will risk taking a trap because I want to get away from... Okay,
oh, nice. Nice. It was empty.
I really want to get away from the Juggernaut. And my exits are kind of trapped. Oh, okay. Wow.
Oh, 20! So you had adrenaline rush. All right.
So twice in a row.
Boost to everybody.
So again, I'm trying to... Ooh, that's far away though.
With the Shara, are you gonna do... What do you... Oh, you changed your daily. Okay.
Yeah, I wanted some arrows.
You still have the mage armor though. That could be good.
Yeah, so I'm gonna use that one to start. Okay, I'm bad.
Back-to-back crits. I know, this is... Sometimes you have very lucky rolls, Felix. Sometimes it's quite the opposite.
You've been here for the 1s and 2s.
1 and 2s all game long.
More traps. That's... Okay, now keep all the way. Took one for the team. He is smooshed on the ground.
So we need to still look for that skeleton key, and before that thing kills us.
So I will...
PB and Jatter, welcome to the live stream. Streamer luck, I know. It has to be that.
So... Yeah, plus 13 is just too good to pass. And I need to roll... Yes. 16. Am I still in the frame?
Yes.
Okay. I'll try to stand up straight.
I can't turn this anymore.
Posture.
Alright.
And, okay, Seraph's Rat. That's Felix is the name of his character.
That is so amazing.
I hope he's handsome.
Maybe Seraph's Wrath is the reason we're rolling 20s.
Well, I'll take that anyway. So, okay, so Dragon Bait attacked, and now his turn's over. So,
alright.
Okay, and...
Who controls the Juggernaut right now?
The Juggernaut is controlled by...
himself.
Was it Kupalua?
I'm not sure. I think it may have been a Shara or... Let's see.
Is he sort of independent?
Well, normally...
Normally
bosses will play after every villain faces. But I'm not sure if he's considered a boss yet at this stage. So I assume he is.
I want to keep exploring and dodge traps. That's my initial...
Oh,
Another dead end. Oh no, it's not a dead end. Okay,
so counter.
11. So something not horrible.
Zapu
mushrooms. Spores. Okay, that's not so bad.
Disadvantage, so.
Yeah, but it's one hero, so it's not the whole team that's gonna be smashed all the time. Okay, so I'm at a dead end over here, so I don't want that.
Right, so you can see he's not currently moving at every villain phase, which is good. But he's gonna start to move soon.
They really were generous with the traps in this one.
Oh!
Now I am...
Yeah.
Okay, so by the way, triggered another trap.
Oh, but it was empty. Alright, phew.
And sort
Another
of a
one.
puzzle chest. So okay, Arthas will keep pushing in the same direction since I can get somewhere without traps, which is going to be great. And I want to get the... Let's try the big one this time.
Yeah. So you won't be able to do the action this turn for the 2 movements, but you'll be able to get it next turn.
I'm far away from the Juggernaut, so it's going to be safe for a couple seconds.
So he's going to move after Ashara.
Okay. So if I come here and explore, I will hopefully find something good.
Something is happening.
7. Okay, well, my rolls are getting worse now. Ambush. So I spawn a monster on the tile next to Kawasha. And the Juggernaut has kicked it into gear.
He's moving.
So...
I think...
Should we... Well, go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, the fact that Juggernaut is not moving every turn is how he was adapted to the Explorer's mode.
Okay.
Because Explorer modes, we have boosted the HP of the villains, as well as changed some of their attack patterns to fit, the fact that you don't have the encounters as much. Okay. So he's a much tougher one to fight in matter of stats, as he would be in the core
okay,
mode.
so he's more resilient, but he's not as offensive as as his normal self. Okay. Oh, now that's a bad mushroom spore event where everybody got disadvantage. I dodged. Awesome. Okay, so now you are quite far away. I will rush back to the party. Hopefully make some distance from the Juggernaut. So, how about people in the chat? What's happening this week? Did we... I don't know, I brought some little conversation subjects. We can talk about them, or we can ask about if they've picked up Mordenkainen's Tomb of Foes.
Oh, have you guys?
Tomb of Foes? Tomb of Foes.
Tomb of Foes? Have you picked up the book?
2 monsters within 3 tiles. I will zap my enemies with lightning, right?
You could! I mean, he's maybe out of range.
Okay, so I'm going to zap those 2 guys.
Yep, and then you would...
And just reactivate?
Exactly.
And then call lightning 6 again. It's not so good. 3. Okay, never mind. Nothing happened.
You played the adventure. Oh, nice. You just pre-ordered the tomb. Which one? Like the one with the...
Blue one? Or limited edition, I think? Or the... Hobby... I think it's Hobby Store exclusive. I'm not 100% sure, but... I think that's the... kind of the name that they gave it.
I've been living under a rock, and this is the first time I'm seeing this game. Hey, Neo Gambit. Well, it's great to meet you. Thanks for coming today. It looks amazing and like a lot of fun. I have a question about the replayability. How much of a randomize is it for a different experience each time you play? So the quests are completely procedural, so every time you advance, every time you redo the quest and you discover a tile, it's 100% random. So regardless of the amount of time you replay those quests, they'll always be different.
11. Oh, yes.
The Mind Flyer adventure. How was that? Did you have fun?
And I got to see a cool new effect that I had not seen before. The lightning arrow is really, really nice.
Yes.
So, okay, I will explore. Should I? Crystal ball. No, the encounters are not so bad so far. Oh, the portal, but I don't have the key, right?
You don't have the key, and now that the Juggernaut knows where the portal is, his main objective will be to destroy it before you get to it.
Mm-hmm.
So you either have to stop him from getting to the portal. So he's still moving in that direction. You need to find the skeleton before it's too late.
He's not too fast though right now. Unless he really goes nuts and bolts the portal, but he's kind of far away. So
unless you really can't find that skeleton in
Dark
time.
Influence. I will skip that one because I don't want to take damage. But I could just like chuck Koopalues under it, slow it down. Hopefully it'll get like tangled up.
Right. It's your first time seeing this game too, Delta. Well, nice to meet you, Delta. Thanks for coming today.
Yes.
My halfling monk died in battle. Oh no! You're replacing it with a tabaxi bard, like a bird song.
Good choice.
Rest in peace to your halfling monk.
Like glorious death in battle, or we're not going to talk about it. Death in battle. Oh, I rolled a 1, and
The only
we are free of viruses.
It's fine, they don't see that.
Okay. So.
So I've never had in my Dungeons and Dragons campaign a character that dies, but because, well, they have died a lot by the campaign not progressing.
Okay.
Like we stop playing, or
Yeah, you kind of get lost in the ether, or
of real life. A lot of campaigns that have stopped, but my most recent one is, as some of you know from watching the live stream, I'm playing Tomb of Annihilation, and we're like game 18 or something, so it's going quite well. We got level 5.
Okay, well that's some nice progress.
Yeah.
So I will try to attack poison darts, or I give advantage to the heroes on my tile, but there's not that many people. Let's.
You get nothing from that.
The spacing is kind of weird right now, so I will not benefit from it. I want to run to the raptor over here and smack it with poison darts. And I have disadvantage.
You're playing 2 characters right now. So I'd like to know, guys, when you play tabletop D&D and you play your character, do you do a lot of role playing? Or like, do you take the voice of your character, or just like do a lot of acting while you play your games, or it's mostly straightforward and I'm gonna do this, and yeah, just curious.
Like more strategy, more acting, more.
Right, or do you even costume? I'd like to know that.
That's some dedication.
Yeah, and that's very commendable. That's great.
We have is it still open, the little restaurant where it's like sort of medieval?
In the city?
Yeah. Where I saw some. Well, we went there for our boss's birthday at some point.
Oh, maybe
a couple of years back, and people were playing D&D, like costumes and everything, with the not medieval food. Yeah.
La Shop Goblin.
Yes.
It's still open.
The Frenchest name in the world.
They've moved. They've moved because they had to change the area, but they're still open.
Okay, cool. So yeah, the people were playing in crowd. Oh. Okay, that's me trying to talk while playing. At least Kupalue is still alive. And now I want to explore because I'm kind of been stagnating for a couple of minutes now. Not moving enough. I will carefully shoot this raptor. I need a 10. Yes.
Oh, then you got it.
The more I play, the more I feel that roleplay comes into effect. I wanted to implement a rule that people had to wear 1 costume piece, a helm or elf ears.
That's great.
That's nice.
An accessory, not too much.
So RP voices, but not costumes. Okay.
Some groups are more RP oriented and others more about mechanics and tactics. Absolutely.
Yeah, if you find the people that want to RP the whole thing, or that want to strategize everything, that's
right.
And it's too hot for costumes in Phoenix.
We have someone in my group that is entirely all about numbers and stats, and he's trying to find all the possible ways to go around things, oh, you can do that, and it's just so hilarious.
Sort of a power gamer.
Trying to exploit the game in every way possible.
Oh, that's a lot of arrows. Okay, so Melf's acid arrow I had not seen before as well. Because his fire shield is just too awesome. Okay, it's quiet.
You have 1 power gamer in your group and it's not fun. Oh, that's too bad.
And I will encounter an encounter.
Addison Husky, I know this is everywhere, but this is Tales from Candlekeep, Tomb of Annihilation. We have someone on Facebook asking, hey, is this Fortnite? Luckily, no more Fortnite, no Fortnite here. That's enough.
That's your usual game recently, or?
Oh gosh, I'm probably gonna play it tonight, but
okay.
there's too much of Fortnite on the internet right now.
Oh, I found the key. I just need to kill it and jam it into the lock. Okay, it's just a 3 health.
Yep, so you'll be able to get it, and this guy's coming closer, and
the Kuwasha is really getting smashed a lot, so. Oh no.
Well, would you? Do you still have your bark skin whenever he comes back up?
Yeah, I'll try to Okay, so I will go over here.
Yes, the skeleton, oh no!
And Swift Strike. The skeleton. Okay, the skeleton's really easy to hit. So 17 destroy the skeleton. And the raptor dodges my attack.
Alright, yeah, they're very swift. You need a pretty high roll to get the raptors. So power gamers usually run the game, says Mudda on Twitch. The game for everybody else, so it's best for them to stick to groups with other rule-focused players. True, very true.
Yeah, sometimes like just choosing to go on the side of fun instead of the numbers and
I know
this can't happen anymore. But still, and okay, so Dilvish Blackfoot, probably a pirate, is asking. Is saying that some people on Steam are wondering if there's more DLC planned. Which it comes up every week, basically.
So, in terms of DLCs, in short term, the answer is no, because it's more content, updates, patch notes that would be added without DLC. So, yeah. So, we're looking, really, the next thing we're looking into and discussing internally is really working into the co-op and multiplayer mode. And that's not something that would be added as a form of a DLC, of course.
I did not plan anything about my movement. Okay, that was...
All you have to do is exit by the devil's face. Do you have anybody that's close? Yeah. So she's even if she's not the one holding the key, she can still try to escape.
Okay. Now Kawasha is back.
You're good.
Probably ready to get smashed by the Juggernaut again, but no, I think he's gonna run away.
You know, guys, if you were not aware, there's also an achievement for defeating the Juggernaut. So instead of trying to escape him, you just finish him off. It's hard, but it's not impossible. Do
you win right away when he's dead?
No, you still have to escape to have to find the key, but at least he's not trying to chase you.
Kupalaway was into the achievement, I think, earlier, but...
That's the music of the game, yes.
Is it super loud, or is it...
No, it should be, the volume should be alright, but it's intense. It's the boss theme song in the game. Whenever you find like a villain, a boss fight, that's the music.
Well, that's a pretty good qualifier for it. Intense music for bosses.
Yeah.
Ah, dude, come on.
It depends on the group and how the DM handles it. True. Very, very true.
Well, speaking of that, I always write little topics on the table so that we have stuff to talk about if we want to. And speaking of power gamers and everything, I was wondering, like, from a DM's perspective or from a player's perspective, let's say that your players encounter a troll, and they've played before, they know that they have to kill it with acid or fire. But how do you justify that their characters know how to do that? You know, do you ask them to explain where they learned it, or is it like common knowledge in their characters, tribes, or cities, or maybe they're in a troll-infested area?
Yeah.
So I'm just wondering if you have like interesting solutions to that. You, Sophie, or people in the chat, or you know, we can talk about other stuff too. I have another topic.
Great question.
Thank you.
Personally, what I would do is I would play the character and just do what my character would do. If she doesn't know it, even if I know it, I don't know it. You know. So
yeah, well, there's some like restraint to exercise there because you know it, but
it can get very dangerous. But you know,
well, maybe I'm assuming that after a while you learn that since the troll is always coming back, this is probably okay. We're gonna look at the double face.
Ailery's saying, you know, for probably it would be relatively common knowledge, depending, you know, think of knowing you put salt on leeches, you know, or slugs, even if there's not many in the area. But for monsters' weaknesses, I would usually have my players do a nature roll.
Okay, that's cool.
Good. Neo.
Go ahead.
Neo Gambit. We usually cover characters' knowledge during session 0. Worst case scenario, making a knowledge check to see if the character would know. Maybe a lore check or the like. Yes, so those checks, absolutely.
That's cool. But yeah, okay. So those are interesting, like, well, gamey ways to deal with it. That's interesting.
And that's how Geeks brings it up. You know, a lot of it comes down to how the player presents it. some players can't help but go, oh, it's a troll, use fire, and in which case I try to lock that down with the, your character doesn't know that, but feel free to roll a nature check. See, yeah.
So it's time to exit the tomb.
Yeah, all right. So you click on it, and victory. Your parents would teach you this as you grow up. Yes. If you were in that family of troll hunters and stuff, who knows?
Yeah. Okay, that's cool.
Clues can work too. Yeah.
I kind of had a way to incorporate your players' characters' sort of background or what they did before they were adventurers. Like maybe it's a nursery rhyme that they learn in school, or not so much a nursery rhyme, but a sort of a mnemonic device that they learn at adventure school or college.
Yes.
So you kind of can build their background, and so if he went to adventure school, he's a soldier or he's a wizard. Maybe there's more stuff that came from being at that school that, hey, he's in the, not a chess club, but he's in a frat or something where he knows people, or I don't know. So, okay, that's interesting stuff, people.
Awesome, yeah.
Thanks for the discussion, as always. So I leveled up, and I got some loot. Level 108. Yes.
Session 0 helps a ton. More DMs need to do them. See, I've never done a session 0. Well, we have session character making and just chat.
Well, I think that's session 0, right?
Yeah.
Or is there sort of a pre-character making, or is it character making is 0, or
then you make a character that's out, and then you have session 0. All right, we have our characters. Let's introduce ourselves, or I don't know. How do you do it?
So, is there a really quick one that we can make? We can play. Let's try one of the early ones.
Right, sure, and maybe normal and just all full.
Or
yeah, you want to go horrific?
Well, the early ones are going to be quicker.
Okay,
right?
or hard.
So I have to defeat shooting zombies. That's not so bad.
And if we're not done, I could still start the giveaway when time's up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is there a reason the crafting system is that way? Well, the crafting system is not from the board game, right?
Nope. Yes, you're asking me. So there's in the board game Tomb of Annihilation, you would defeat monsters and open treasures when you defeat them and collect gold pieces.
Okay.
And after you're done with the quest, you would be taken to the city where you could go shop to a merchant and buy your items with the gold. But there were no upgrades to your gear other than the items you pick up and have in your inventory. So to make it more RPG, having some tweaks to the adaptation of the PC version, we've added the crafting system. So it changed a lot since its first launch, because crafting system used to be able to fail. You picked up items, you have a crafting chance. We did not keep that more than 2 days after the launch, I think.
Yeah, that was one of the first changes,
changed. Right? That's something that we've implemented for Tales from Candlekeep. So you pick up your crafting materials, you have +1 to +5 to your stats, whether it comes to your main, secondary weapons, your armor, or your accessory. So eventually, one thing that we are obviously looking into, if we can do that in the future, is adding the shop, just like in the board game. That would be fantastic. But again, it's not in the immediate roadmap, but it's always something we'd have on the radar for more stuff. So
I think one of the good takeaways from that is that there's a roadmap for more stuff.
Yeah.
We're not going to spoil anything, but it's always a good sign when there's more stuff coming up, right?
Works well most of the time.
With the session zeros, yeah, session 0 covering character making and also going over rules, what you want to do in the game, how the DM will handle things and questions and rules and everything. So that's okay, that's good. And so Jiggle is saying that he won a Steam giveaway and he hasn't received his
I want a Steam giveaway.
So
Jiggle, I did not get an email from you. So normally if you win a giveaway, you have to contact the team to ms@talesfromcandlekeep.com. Maybe you've messaged somewhere else. Just send an email again, and after the stream I'll be sure to send you your key.
And by the team, that means Sophie.
Right, usually that's me doing this. Well, always, but...
Okay. So, okay. Whew.
This looks pretty cool. Thank you so very much. Oh, wow, it's your third 20
Yes,
of the night.
I super crit the zombie and
Chiga got this.
turned to dust.
Martian Tobey, this game looks beautiful and fascinating. I never heard of it. So maybe you've heard of Tomb of Annihilation, the board game by WizKids that came out. This is just the same thing. The board game, you know, really the box with the minis and the adventure system. And that's a way to play the game, Dungeons and Dragons, with pre-made characters, turn-based, and adventures like that. And Tomb of Annihilation, well, has the tabletop campaign happens in Schult, and our game, Tales from Candlekeep, is essentially Tomb of Annihilation into a PC version. Adam Kobol's here, ready for Roll20.
Yes,
That's coming up in 9 minutes.
Yeah, we're gonna have to think about doing the giveaways soon, I think.
Yes, so the way we do giveaways, we ask a question in the chat, and first person to get the answer right gets the key. The reason we don't do raffle is we're up on like 6-ish platforms at the same time, so we can't do one platform strictly because the bot doesn't allow cross-platforming. So we'll go ahead and begin with the first question. And
do you have one ready? I'll think of mine while you do.
I can do one and see if you guys paid attention. So we fought the Juggernaut, and I want to know how many tiles discovery does it take for the Juggernaut to activate?
So
we want a number in the chat, so
yeah,
first person to get this right.
It was quick, is all I'll say.
How many tiles do you need to discover before he activates and start chasing you?
So people are...
We have some numbers, but not the right one.
I want to...
You picked a random number. All right, so I believe we have the correct answer. Mordecai,
yes,
2 tiles. So that's the correct answer. So it doesn't count if you say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 all in the chat. You know, it doesn't work that way. So Mordecai, you're the first one to get the I love doing this. I don't know. I like to do. On the giveaways, to send an email to ms@talesfromcandlekeep.com.
Is it Mrs. Tales from Candlekeep?
MS for médias sociaux, which is social media in French. And social media at talesfromcandlekeep.com.
Oh, another one. Okay, so it comes and goes.
One, he always has ones after 20s.
Yeah, 3 20s, but 2 1s in this one though.
Congratulations.
So, yeah, Chloe is just gonna take care of everything.
Sometimes. Good.
At least he counts to the tournament total.
He's got it right. He's got it.
So, Bardic Inspiration will give advantage to Shara. And smack a zombie at the same time.
Fantastic.
So I get to choose between loot because...
Bardic lore.
Because Birdsong is a bard. And she likes potions this time.
And you know, when you play the board game, from WizKids, Tomb of Annihilation, when you open up a chest, it's essentially Bardic lore itself. You open up a chest, and then you always pick up the first 2 items from the treasure pile.
Okay.
And then you look at those 2 and you choose one. And sometimes you get awesome loot. So I play Artis Simber for the board game, and I have so many cards of loot of items that it doesn't fit the table, so I have to pile it up.
So Body of Crust is asking if cloud saves on Steam sync across Windows and Mac.
So it's not currently supported. We currently...
You save local right now?
So so you can do Windows, Mac and Mac, but not cross-platform. It's not supported at the moment. The team's aware of that. I know they have it in their to-do list, but I don't have a date or any info on that timeline.
So Philby 63 is asking what is this game? So
Yeah, what is this game, Felix?
So this is Tales from Candlekeep, Tomb of Annihilation on PC and Steam. Well, PC, Steam, and
Windows,
Twitch
Mac.
Store as well.
Twitch Store.
And Mac. Okay, so computers, not mobile devices. So that you can play. It's based on the Tomb of Annihilation board games by WizKid. And it's been available since October.
He's pointing there because the board game's right on the next table.
Yeah, well, now you're pointing the weird
We have
direction.
the box. Oh, okay, you're right. Is that way?
Yeah, we're looking at each other like
Yes.
on the screen right now.
It's Myra Cam too, so thank you. You're so welcome.
And yeah, and you can get it right now. There's DLC for Kawasha and to speed up your progress in the game. And I will have to think of a question right now, which is difficult to do while talking.
Well, I can just pitch something.
Okay, well, go ahead.
All right. So you have to. It's a very easy question. So if you're new to the stream, you should be able to answer that. If you saw the Juggernaut quest. So for the Juggernaut, you have to find a skeleton key. Where, on what, or what is the skeleton key? So whoever has the question that is close to being right, or right, will give the key, and that's for the full game.
Okay, so prepare for awesomeness with a triple,
Ooh.
not triple, but triple call lightning.
So click on your ability. Yep.
Yeah, reactivate it. And 1.
It's a metaphor of our friendship.
9. Okay, that's good. And 15. Yes.
Neo Gambit, it's an actual skeleton. A skeleton that you have to kill to exit. It's on the head of a skeleton warrior with a funny hat. You guys are amazing. Those answers are like the best ones. But the fastest Neo Gambit, it's an actual skeleton. The skeleton key is actually the head of the skeleton. You kill him, you chop his head off, you take the head and you put that in the door and you open it up.
Yeah.
I imagine you carrying the head of the skeleton key. It's like, come on guys, walk away, I'm coming with it.
Imagine being a janitor of the tomb with all the skeleton keys on their keychain.
I know.
With a ton. And I hope I will get to the end of the quest before our time is up.
Yeah, if not...
Probably not gonna happen today, but still, it's a brutal board game made easier and faster to play in video game format. Yes, and you can make it more difficult if you want. You can like challenge yourself with less gear and horrific difficulty, or hard.
Like we did last stream, we went horrific solo Kawasha.
Half dressed and
yes,
no gear.
+1.
Yeah, it was pretty rough.
That was rough.
And oh yeah, the raptor went down.
All right. You know, I had the awesome chance of coming across Blue Jay and Adam at Last PAX, which are members, of course, of Roll20, and they're coming up. And Blue Jay walked by the booth a lot, and we got to take pictures, selfies, and all that. So I love you guys. It's great to have you following up, and we'll be sure to shut down the stream so you can start on time.
I know now. I swear, I know. But yeah, that was kind of a goof with the B squad that was not really knowledgeable in how to work the tech.
But I was walking them through the phone. I was dead sick, but you guys did fantastic though.
Which makes me sound like kind of a doofus since I'm a developer, but whatever. I do not stream usually. I do this.
You're out. Hey guys, you have to stay in chat. He's doing great, isn't he? He's doing fantastic.
But yeah, that was just like, usually Sophie does it, like, we're done, and I'm like picking up my notes and Sophie's shutting down everything, and good job.
You should not take away that credit. You should not. Thank you both.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to
Delta.
wrap up.
Yeah, so we have to wrap up. Let's just say Coup Holloway wins the day, he finishes the quest, and we're gonna just go back to the full...
Oh, okay, so I'm gonna...
And we're gonna say our goodbyes.
I'm trying to find my cursor. Okay.
So the two winners of the giveaway, please do send an email. Again, ms@talesfromcandlekeep.com. It was great to see you guys. We'll be back same time next week. We have to go. We have to make way for Roll20.
Yes.
So thank you so much, everybody.
So have a good day. Have a good Friday. Good weekend.
That was Sophie.
And Felix.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.